All right, guys, I think that I'm going to go down to the bottom. I mean, there's like 1,600 comments here, and I honestly can't read. I'm going to go to the bottom and just read one of the comments. All right, Renee says, it's CIA program, MK Ultras. I don't know, Renee, about that. Chantel said, they shut down the YouTube 5G video I posted today on Facebook. There you go. Everybody that has put out anything of substance, they've put it down. If your video got shut down, that's because you did something that was worthwhile. Kali says, you don't have to pay the $99 to watch tomorrow, right? No, of course not. The $99 is only for those people that want to become a member of the IADFW. That's an annual fee to be a member of the IADFW. But right now, and for the last for the last year, we've had it that if somebody becomes a member, they end up getting upgraded to a lifetime membership, so they never have to pay again. Plus, they get the Map to Get Ahead program, which is a $2,468 value. So you get all that as a bonus anyway. But no, you don't have to pay anything to watch. This was going to be posted on YouTube anyway, but now we know if you post it, it's going to be censored. It's going to be shut down because all the constituent components of that video have been censored. So that's one reason I don't want to put it out there. So you'll still be able to watch it for free, and everybody needs to be able to watch it, and everybody will be able to watch it for free. But you will have other resources there if you want to partake in them, yes. Javirgo says registration is free, but membership is $99. Javirgo, that's correct, but you don't need to be a member to watch this video. There are videos that you have to be a member to access. You can't watch the ARSP components. You can't see, the exclusive IADFW membership videos. You can't see the IADFW webinars, but you can see the regular webinars and the regular videos. You can see this video that I'm talking about. You'll be able to see all the COVID-19 videos. You'll have free access to the head map. There's a lot of tools and a lot of resources completely for free. Okay, the reason that the IADFW, it costs money is because that's the only way that you can actually get access to the protocols. And you have to be a member to get that. So, and that's all based upon government, the way the government works. So if you understand what happened 10 years ago, where I fought the medical board and we won, but at what cost? It cost me $14.5 million to fight those bastards. And yes, I have an unrestricted license to practice, but they basically brought me up on charges of ethical breach of conduct, taking advantage of cancer patients. We had 43 stage 4 cancer patients ready to testify on my behalf. They allowed 5 to testify. All 4 out of 5 had failed chemo and radiation. 1 refused to take chemo and radiation. All 5 were stage 4 cancer patients. All were terminal cancer patients. All had been given less than 6 months to live. All had been referred to hospice, and all had been told to get their affairs in order. And at the time of testimony in front of the medical board on my behalf, 3 of those patients were 3.5 years out from our treatment. Remember, these people were told that they had less than 6 months left to live. 3 of them were 3.5 years out from our treatment. 1 was 5 years out from our treatment, and 1 was 8 years out from our treatment. And after 14 hours of testimony, the medical board's response, remember what they brought me up on charges: ethical breach of conduct, taking advantage of patients, terminal patients, by doing treatments that weren't effective. We had 3 that were 3.5 years out, 1 5 years out, and 1 8 years out from our treatment, living normal, healthy lives. And the medical board's one-word response after 14 hours of testimony was irrelevant. It was irrelevant that they were bringing me up on these charges that were completely lies. It was irrelevant. That was irrelevant. Since then, and just in a few months ago, back in December, we actually did a analysis to see how many patients we had that were stage 4 cancer patients that were more than 15 years out from their treatment. Remember, stage 4 is considered terminal. There's nothing left. It's only a matter of time, months to 6 months to a year left for them to live max. Most of the patients that get to us, they've been given less than 6 months. And we have a total of 14 patients that were stage 4 that are 15 years out from their treatment. And many of the IADFW members have seen some of these people. You can see the footage of these people. In fact, we're getting ready to release a 50-part video series called Conversation with Cancer Convalescents. It'll be completely free. There's no cost to anybody to watch them. And there's going to be about 50 of these videos, all between 7 minutes to 15 minutes, because they're conversations with the actual patients. So this group of patients, I've got 4 cancer patients sitting there that are going through treatments that are in various stages. They're asking questions. They're sharing what they wish they'd known before they got cancer, what they wish they'd known before they went through chemo, radiation, or whatever the other things were. So all that stuff is going to be accessible to you. But if you knew my history and you knew what I've gone through, then you understand why somebody has to be a member of a private association in order for them to get direct access to me. And it's set up like that. Nobody can say that I was soliciting or I was trying to bring people in and trying to convince them, because the medical board was saying that I was such a great marketer that I was out there bringing patients from all over the world. Okay, we've never advertised in any place. Even locally, we don't advertise. These videos, COVID-19, not one single penny was spent. It was just the truth. What those idiots don't seem to understand is that people want the truth, and truth resonates with people. So you don't need to be a marketer. All you have to do is speak the truth, and people will feel it, they'll hear it, and they'll come. I've felt that for many, many years. Like, my prayer to God has always been, if I can help them, then let them find me. If I can't help them, then don't let them find me. And people, I mean, this is right now, this is actually not the physical body that's being harmed, it's the mind that's being harmed. So, and the mind is part of the body. Paul Allen wrote years ago in As a Man Thinketh, the body is a slave to the mind. If you want to fix your body, if your body is suffering, if you have an ailment that is affecting your body, you must first fix your mind. And what they're doing right now is they're affecting our minds, paralyzing our minds with fear, and then they're going to affect our bodies with the vaccines. It's not the COVID, guys. Okay, I'm just being asked the same question, so hopefully some of you guys are, okay, good. There are IEDFW members here that are helping me out, so thanks, guys. Just repeat these questions, repeat these answers if you would. Yes, Natalie, the medical boards are criminal. They are part and parcel of the whole thing that's going on. Todd Burke says, Doc, I listened to your broadcast on Dominic Izzo's program the other day. Absolutely jaw-dropping. Well, Todd, just now I talked to Izzo and to Dominic Izzo, and Dominic, I sent him a message and I told him it was an urgent message. It was right before I got on here, and Dominic was on live, called me. I guess he must have texted me and said, I'm on live, call in. I didn't get the message. I was on the other phone. He called me. I talked to him and he told me, he goes, you're live right now. I've got you live. And so the message went out. And basically he was the one who said, put it on your advanced medicine platform. It's protected. Nobody can get to it unless they have an invitation code. Do it that way. And that's the way we're going to do it. But, Dominic's message to me this afternoon was beautiful before he even knew this was going on, before I even knew this was going on. He said, just get me whatever information you need to get me, Doc. You've got soldiers, you've got warriors on the ground waiting. Just let us know what to do. And it really put a big smile on my face. It's advancedmedicine.com. Yeah, if somebody's on here and they're saying that I'm trying to get people to join because of this, that, the other, hey, look, I'm just going to tell you this, all right? A long time ago, I realized that there are three things on this planet that nobody has a monopoly on. Those three things are God, love, and stupidity. So every time I encounter somebody who's stupid, I say a prayer of thanks, because I know that they've got more than their fair share of stupidity, which means that there's more God and love that I can take. So I say a prayer of gratitude every time I encounter somebody who's stupid. If there's somebody on here that's that big of an idiot that thinks that I'm trying to use this as a marketing thing, well, great. Go get your vaccine and God be with you, all right? For the rest of you, this is one reason that I know that we're hopefully not going to get idiots coming in, but there's still a possibility that somebody could try to penetrate our organization. That's the reason to get into the IEDFW. Those of you that have already become members, you saw what you have to do. You have to, under penalty of perjury, and a $10,000 fine or 5 years imprisonment, under penalty of perjury, you have to agree to certain things. You have to, and I've had FBI people tell me, patients that were FBI that told me, I wish I could join the IEDFW, but I can't because I'm FBI. And I said, you can join as a member of the FBI. There's no problem. You can join as any member of the government as long as you disclose it and you're coming in for personal reasons. But if you're coming in to try to investigate or create problems and you don't disclose it, you have perjured yourself. You have perjured yourself, and this is something that has been upheld with 72 different Supreme Court cases. All right? We have the freedom of speech. It's the First Amendment. And the freedom of speech gives us the right for freedom to assemble. And the freedom to assemble has an implied right, freedom to associate. And that's what we're doing. We are associating. That's why there has to be some type of an exchange of value. You can't just join a membership because then there's no exchange. And once you leave the public realm into the private realm, they cannot come and say or do anything. You are coming into a private contract that you want information, you want protocols, you want treatments, you want this, that, whatever. You are now, it's a private contract between the association and you, that you have made an agreement. Nobody can say, oh, well, they forced me to go through and register advanced medicine. Then they forced me to go through this 7-page document and agree to all these things with penalty boxes and warning signs and et cetera, and then charge me $99. Yeah, I was a victim and I was taken advantage of. Nobody can say that. And that's the reason the government, the people that are going to try to create problems, and it's not the people that are joining, it's always the governmental officials, it's always the politicians, the prosecutors that are trying to get reelected. They can't say that, they can't use that, and if they do, they're going to perjure themselves, they go to jail.